everyone, I'm Sasha and welcome to this month's YouTube hop for a Cherry on Top crafts. The theme for this month's hop is spring theme, so I am creating a card featuring the new Vintage Florals die set from Spellbinders. I first started by die cutting some florals and leaves using textured cardstock from Basil. I've never actually used this cardstock before, but I really like it, so I'm definitely going to be using it for more projects in the future. Once everything is die cut, which I actually decide to die cut more later on, you will see that, but I start ink blending the flowers using the Spellbinders detail blending brushes. I first start with shabby shutters and then use the mini ink blending domes brushes things that were just released recently to add some scorched timber along the edges of all the die cuts. Scorched timber is, since it's new, it's become my new go-to favorite for these kinds of projects where I'm just distressing and making it look kind of grungy. Become my go-to. So once I'm done that, I bring out the Distress Watercolor pencils, set 1, and used peeled paint and walnut stain to add some more texture onto the flowers. I then decided to go in with some distressed crackle paste and a palette knife to add some more texture to the flowers, and also the scorched timber distress oxide spray. I repeated a very similar process for all the elements of this card, so I didn't decide to record every single thing. So here are some clips of me doing all the other flowers and leaves. In addition to shabby shutters, I also used shaded lilac distress oxide and weathered wood distress oxide. From the distressed watercolor pencil set, I used speckled egg, salty ocean, and villainous potion to go with those colors. To create the background of this card, I had some fun destroying and crumpling and very heavily distressing a piece of cardstock. I first started by using the scorched timber all around the edges, not caring how it looked, and then you will see in a second I start just crumpling the piece of paper. I took a pair of scissors to the edges of the cardstock and center, just destroying it, and having fun shredding the paper, tearing it up, and making it look perfectly imperfect. I will say, when doing this kind of thing with scissors, you do have to be careful. At one point, I may have accidentally stabbed my finger. Everything's good, but just be careful. That is also why, going forward, you will see a band-aid on my finger all of a sudden. And there's the band-aid. So to add even more texture and interest and distressing to the card background, I used the mini flower tiles stencil from the Crafter's Workshop and added some scorched timber ink or distress oxide and the crackle paste on top of it. The stencil I'm using here is actually part of this quarter's cherry box, so if you want some inspiration for that, head on over to the cherry blog and you can find all the other design team members' amazing projects with the cherry box. It's a really fun one. Once I'm done with the stencil, I decide to spray the card background with some scorched timber distress oxide spray. So here I'm just putting it into my little makeshift splatter box and spraying it. Now that the florals and the leaves and the background is all done, I can start gluing all of the elements onto the background. Now this took some figuring out and messing around with the layout, as you will see here, but in the end I'm really happy with how it turned out. I am now attaching the sentiment to the card. The sentiment is from the same die set and it says hello. Finish off the card, I am gluing the background onto an A2 card base. And that is the completed card project. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check out the description box below for a complete list of all the design team members taking part in this hop, and to hop along for a chance to win a $25 gift card to shop at A Cherry on Top Crafts. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.